Hello guys, welcome back to the QSC channel. Okay, let's start. The above function d mod is the distance in meters Jerry has to swim to reach the end line in the competition after swimming for 3 seconds. But how many meters can Jerry swim each second? Okay, how many meters per second? So that's the slope, which is negative 0.08. How do you know if you should put it negative or positive? You see, it's how many meters he can swim each second. He can't swim negative meters. He can't swim negative 1 or negative 0.08. So it's just 0.08 positive. Okay, Aaron lives in a town at an altitude of 100 feet above sea level. He drives from his home uphill, mountainous road to visit a friend. For each 3 mile drive uphill, the altitude increases by 50 feet. The function that models Alden's height. Okay, remember for slope it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Same thing here. The y is the altitude. They said it here. This is the y. So so it's 50 to the y over the x, which is 3, the miles. It's not the slope. They already gave you 500, so you don't need to put it. Okay, the slope is the one next to the x. It's negative 2. X-intercept is when y is 0. So 0 equals negative 2x plus 3. Negative 2x equals negative 3. X equals 1.5. So it's 1.50. And for y-intercept, you substitute x is 0, so y equals negative 2 times 0, 0 plus 3 is just 3. Okay, for this, you choose 2 points and you find the slope. Easy points 0, 5 and 4, 0. Okay, you find the slope 0 minus 5 over 4 minus 0, you get negative 1 point, or let's keep it a fraction, negative 5 over 4. So y equals negative 5 over 4x plus, we already have the y-intercept, it's 5, just negative 5 over 4x plus 5. What do you multiply by to what do you multiply 5 with to get 20? 4, right? But they have 20 here, you want to get 20, so you multiply the whole thing by 4. 4y equals negative 5x plus 20. You want 20 by itself, so you move the x. 4y plus 5x equals 20. Okay, for this slope, again it's y2 minus y1 over x minus x1. So it's the y above. If x decreases by 8 means y decreases by 8. So negative 8 because decreases over 4. It's the y over the x. So it's negative 2. That's the slope. So fx equals to negative 2x. The y-intercept is 200. So plus 200. Here they just rearrange this 200 minus 2x. Okay. When you add a with 15, what happens to d? It decreases by, what's 65 minus 57? It's 8. So d decreases by 8. So every time you add 15, it decreases by 8. So this is 5. This is minus 8. So if you do, remove this. If you do a plus 30, another plus 15, it will decrease by 8 again. So 49. Then a plus 45 decrease by 8 again, 41. Okay, so it's 41. Okay, this is last year material. Just factor 3x minus 9. You can keep it or you can factor it, doesn't matter. X squared plus 3x minus 10 can be factored into x plus 5, x minus 2 times x squared plus 2x minus 15 can be factored into x plus 5, x minus 3 over x squared minus 5x plus 6. That's gonna be x minus 2, x minus 3. Okay, so now simplify. So cancel this, cancel this. You get 3x minus 9. X minus 2 times x minus 2 is x minus 2 squared. So this is the answer. Okay, for this you need to use the quadratic formula. You need to memorize it. Negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, let's use it. Let's do the plus one first. Negative what b is 58, so negative 58 plus square root 58 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 24. It's with the sign. Okay, divided by 2a, so 2 times 5. Do this on the calculator. What do you get? You get 2 over 5. We have it here, they gave it, so we need to find the other one. So do the same thing but minus here. What do you get? You get 12. I mean negative 12. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, given ABC with BC 6, AC 11 and C 60. For these you have to draw it or else you can't see. A, B, C. Okay, if you have one angle and two sides, I mean like have the angle opposite to a side, and you have two other sides, you can use the cosine rule. Okay, so AB squared equals to 11 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 11 times 6 times cosine 60. Remember the cosine rule is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a, which is a is the angle opposite to it. So this for AB it's 60. Okay, anyway, if you do this on the calculator, you're gonna get 91. Okay, RST. R is 30, T is 60. You can also find that S is 90, So let's just put it there. ST is 10 radical 3. Okay, well, they want RS. You can do it a lot of ways. Because it's a right triangle, you can do tan 60 equals to RS over 10 radical 3. That's one way. You will get that RS is 30. Another way of doing it is using the sine rule, which is the sine of 30 over the opposite, which is 10 radical 3, equals to sine 60 over RS. You'll also get the same thing. Okay, fx is the blue and gx is the red. So they want when f of x is greater than or equal to g of x. So when it's above the graph. So it's from 3 here when it starts going above it. So it's x greater than 3. Okay, since all of them are multiplied together and are equal to 0, so you can make each one equal to 0. So 3x minus 21 equals 0. 3x minus 3x equals 21, x equals 7. You do the same with 2x plus 16 equals 0. 2x equals negative 16, x equals negative 8. Okay, for this you can factor if you want, but quadratic formula is always easier. So negative b, negative 12 plus radical 12 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 54, all of it over 2 times 2. What do you get? You get 3. So x equals 3. Oh wait. Okay. Now for the other one you do the same thing, but you add the negative. So negative 12 minus square root 12 squared, whatever I put there. Okay, you will get negative 9. Okay, this one you can factor it, but you again, if you're just really lazy, you can use the quadratic equation. I'll factor it because it's easier for me. X, it's x minus 10 and x plus 9 equals 0. So x equals 10 or x equals negative 9. The positive one is 10, so that's the answer. Okay. You don't have any other x, only x squared. So you can just isolate it and square root everything. So move the 2 to the other side. X squared equals 25. So x equals to positive negative radical 25, which is what? It's 5. So x equals 5 or x equals negative 5. Because negative 5 squared is also 25. They want the positive root, so it's 5. This is the same thing. 9x squared, move everything to the other side, equals 0. X squared equals 0. X square root of 0 is just 0, so it's 0, only one root. Again, the same concept. 2x squared. Move the 9, it will be negative 8. So x squared equals negative 4. One, you can't have something squared negative, so this is wrong. So we say there is no real root, which here they said enter 999, so you put that. Okay, they want sine x, but the only rule that has sine is the sine rule, of course. So you do sine 45 over the opposite side, which is 8 radical 2, equal to sine x, and the opposite one, which is 12. Then you multiply 12, so sine x equals to sine 45 over 8 radical 2 times 12. You will get 3 over 4. You want 3 over k. K is 4. Okay, for this they gave you sine C and sine B, so they want to use the sine rule. Okay, they gave you small c, so you do c over sine C equals to B over sine B. C is 52 and sine C is 0.8 and sine B is 0.4. Okay, then 52 over 0.8 times 0.4, it will be 26. Okay, they want AB. AB is small c. Okay, and it's like AC will be small b because it doesn't have B. CB doesn't have A, so it's gonna be small a. It's like that. Okay, so to find the small c, you use sine C. So AB, which is C, over sine C, which is what? It's sine 30. Okay, equals to, what side do we have? CB 45. Which one is opposite? A. So sine 113. Okay, now AB equals to 45 over sine 113 times sine 30. Now don't just put this in the calculator immediately. If you saw this little box here, sine 113 is 0.9, so remove that and put 0.9, because if you just put the sine in the calculator you'll get like 24.4, which is wrong. Something with sine 30 they give us 0.5. Now you'll get exactly 25 for the answer. Okay, again sine rule. So y, you want to find y, so y over the opposite 35, so sine 35 equals to, what side do we have? 200 over sine, it should be x, right? But you don't have it. You have these other two angles, so you can find x. So 35 plus 115 is equal to 150. 180 minus 150, 30. So this angle is 30. So it's 200 over sine 30. Multiply by sine 35, you'll get 280, 228. Okay, for the gradient, you have to find the derivative. So y prime equals 2, you bring the 4 down, 4 times 3, 12, x, you 4 minus 1, 3, plus, you bring the 2 down, 2 times 2, 4, x, minus, the x disappears, 4. Okay, they want when x equals negative 1, so y prime equals to 12 bracket negative 1 cubed plus 4, negative 1 minus 4. You will get negative 20. Okay, for this, before you do the derivative and whatever for the gradient, you need to simplify this. Okay, y equals, you can factor this on top to be, uh, okay, you can factor it, so you can factor it by 3x squared, so 3 x squared, open bracket, it will be 2 x squared plus 8x, all of it over 3x squared. Now you can cancel 3x squared, so now you have y equals 2x squared plus 8x. Now we can derive this easily. So it will be y prime equals to 4x plus 8. The gradient at 3, so you substitute x with 3, so 4 times 3, 12 plus 8, 20. Okay, they want stationary points. Stationary points means when the derivative is equal to 0. So first, let's find the derivative. So y prime equals to 3x squared plus 6x. Okay, now let's make this equal to 0. 3x squared plus 6x equals to 0. You can factor this. 3 factored by 3x. 3x x plus 2 equals 0. So 3x equals 0. Get x equals 0. And x plus 2 equals 0. Get x equals negative 2. But these are only the x. You don't have, you need x and y. So you have 2.0 something and negative 2 something. To get the y, you have to substitute this in the original equation. So y equals 0 cubed plus 3 0 squared plus 102. It's just 102. So 0 102. And you do the same with negative 2. Y equals negative 2 cubed plus 3 negative 2 squared plus 102. You will get 106. Okay, for this, okay, look, a and b, they have derivative of 0. So to find them, they just want you to find the same thing as that we did before. You find the derivative, make it equal to 0, and find 2x and the y. Okay, so y prime equals to 3x squared minus 6x. Make it equal to 0, 3x squared minus 6x equals 0. Factor it, 3x, x minus 2 equals 0, x equals 0, and x equals 2. So, and the table of variation is in order, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, from lowest to highest. So a is 0 and b is 2. Now, to find c and d, c and d are the y. So we just substitute this in the original equation like last time. Y equals 0 cubed minus 3 0 squared plus 2, it will be 0 2. And same thing for 2, 2 cubed minus 3 2 squared plus 2, it will be negative 2. So you put here 0 2 2 negative 2. Okay, this is easy. The derivative of this, y prime equals to 12x squared, and at x equals negative 2, negative 2 squared 4 times 12, 48. Okay, it's the same thing as before. Y prime equals to, move the 6 down, 6x to the power 5 over 3 minus, move the 8 down, 24x to the power 7 over 4. Okay, now we simplify. 6 over 3 is 2, so 2 x to the power 5 minus 24 over 4, 6 6x to the power 7. Now they want x equals negative 1, so 2 negative 1 to the power 5 minus 6 negative 1 to the power 7. You will get 4. Okay, this is the same thing, but actually it's not the same thing. To find the local minimum and maximum, you basically find the points with a derivative of 0, and then you have to do table of variation. But here they already gave you the values at which the table, the derivative is 0, so you can skip that step. But first of all, you need to find the derivative. So y prime equals to negative 4x cubed plus 8x. Okay, now we make the table. First we start with the lowest number, negative radical 2, then 0, then radical 2. Okay, x, y prime, and y. Here the y prime is 0. Okay, now we want a point before and after. So what's before negative radical 2? Radical 2 is like about 1.4, so let's choose negative 2. Substitute negative 2 in the derivative, you'll get negative 4 negative 2 cubed plus 8 negative 2. You get 16, which is positive. Okay, you put positive here, and then you check a number after negative radical 2 and between 0. Okay, so let's choose negative 1. What will you get? You get negative 4. So it will be like this: positive rising, negative going down. So this is a maximum. Okay, because it goes up and then down. Okay, now let's do for 0. What's something between 0 and radical 2? It's 1. So let's substitute 1 in the derivative also. You will get 4, which is positive. So it will be rising like this. So this is a minimum. It's going down, then up. And something after radical 2, let's choose 2. So negative 4 2 cubed plus 8 2. It will be negative, so it will be going down. So another maximum. And here you just put minimum, maximum. Okay, they want the equation of the tangent of the curve at x equals 2. Okay, so you need, it's y equals mx plus b. So you need the slope and b. First, the slope, you can find it using the derivative. Y prime equals 3x squared plus 8x. Substitute with 2 to get the slope. Y prime equals 2 cubed 4 times 3, 12 plus 8 times 12, 16. So 12 plus 16, 28. So, okay, now we have y equals 28x plus b. To find b, you find a point on the line, right? The point that we know is at x equals 2. So let's substitute this x equals 2 in the original y. So y equals 2 cubed plus 4, 2 squared plus 10. You will get 34. So your point is 234. Substitute this in here. So 34 equals to 28 times 2, 56 plus b. So b equals negative 22. So the equation is y equals 28x minus 22. Okay. Slope of the tangent to the curve. It's okay, this is just a fancy way of saying gradient. So the gradient of y equals 3x to the power 4 plus 11x minus 1 at point of intersection with the y-axis. Y-axis means x equals 0. So you want gradient at x equals 0. Okay, so first one, the derivative, y prime equals to 12x cubed plus 11. Now they wanted x equals 0, so y prime equals to 11. So that's the answer. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and bye.